Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to a Chart Nerd technical analysis video. Today we will be discussing the TOTAL3 chart. This is the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. I do apologize for not getting any content out yesterday. I went to an amusement park with my friend and I came back. I had really bad motion sickness. I couldn't even in the car journey on the way home, it was really bad. So I just gave myself a bit of a break, but we're back at it today. We're looking at this chart, the TOTAL3, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Altcoin season, is it around the corner? Let's dive in. So what I've got on the charts here is the Gaussian channel, and I have edited this to my liking. The best way I can explain it is that this band here is called the top regression band, and this is the mid regression band. You do also get a lower regression band, but I've taken it off because we don't have any data points for it, and I just wanted to focus primarily on the top regression band and this mid regression band and show the similarities between this cycle that we're currently going through and this previous cycle here for altcoins that we went through back from 2018 to our 2020 bear market low. Let's just get our previous key levels of resistance on that we had for these for the alts right here, and you can see that we had this level of resistance here equally for us that we needed to break. Now, why I wanted to look at the similarities here, I have posted an update on the TOTAL3 before, but what you'll notice is that once this resistance level was broken, this was where alts took off into space last time. Okay, so back here from this low, which was March of 2020 during COVID, we came up, tackled out of resistance in May and never looked back. If you fast forward to where we are now, you'll notice that we actually broke out in September of last year and started taking out this channel. And we're doing something very similar where we've broken out of resistance. Back here in 2020, we broke above the top regression band. So you see this green line, we held, once we got above this, we held it for 3 months. And this was August, keep this in mind, August, September, October. November, was the month that altcoins really started to take off. Back in 2021, the likes of VeChain, Solana, Matic, all these coins all the way up until March and May of 21 really took off, and there was a crazy alt season when this resistance and this impulsive move began. So fast forward to where we are now, again in similarities. So we've broken out of this descending resistance, we've broken out of the regression, the top regression band right here, similarly to how we did here. So we broke resistance, we broke out of the green regression band, we held it as support for a few months and then exploded. Right now we've broken out of resistance, we've come back to this green regression band and we're holding it as support before exploding. I think it's a high potential. I really do, especially when you're holding support on such key levels. So you'll notice again that this was 3 to 4 months of support above the top band. Right now we've got 4 to 5 months of support above this top band. So as long as we can hold the top regression band here, the Gaussian channel on the monthly time frame here, I think we look good. I really do. Another similarity is that where we actually lowballed out in the previous bear market, you'll notice that we had the wick down to the mid band of the Gaussian, this thicker green line, before the breakout. What happened here? We was under this resistance. We came back to the mid band before the breakout. We're doing everything we need to, guys. Everything we need to in order to see a massive alt season. Until we start coming back down and losing and closing below this green regression band on the Gaussian, then I don't think this theory is invalidated. As long as we're holding support, yes, it's choppy. Yes, it's choppy. But in regards to time frames and holding support, again, as I've said here, this is from March, April, May, June, July. We've had 5 months of this of this support. Back here in August, September, October, November, we had 4 months before the breakout. So in my opinion, anytime now. Really and truly, anytime now. And again, as I keep saying, to invalidate this theory of a next impulsive move, where this is potentially a 1, right now we've just got this corrective 2 holding support before a next impulsive third wave. And very similarly, I do have targets here. So from our previous bear market low, retracing to the bull market high in 2018, what you'll notice is that we pumped up just above the 1272 at 720 billion and went up to $1 trillion, I believe, just over $1 trillion. But you'll notice that this 1272 range right here at 720 billion was a strong level of resistance. So if we get a fib from our current local low, our bear market low, retracing to the high for altcoins back in November 21, theoretically, what we're looking for here is an impulsive move up to 1.6 trillion. If we're to repeat what happened in the previous cycle and meet similar targets. This was the 1272 target from this previous bear market. This is our current bear market, and this is our current 1272 target. So a minimum for me, I think we see a $1.6 trillion total 3 market cap. I think that's where we're trying to get to. Now, something else that's tying up really nicely here in this fib with this Gaussian channel is the fact that from this low, retracing to this high, we've broken out above the 0618 and the 050, and this is equally being held as support. So right now there is compression. You can see that between these two ratios, we are stuck between a rock and a hard place, and compression normally leads to expansion. So we've come up and now we're caught between these two golden ratios, the 0618 and the 050, and we're equally caught on the Gaussian channel, the upper band of the Gaussian channel, which we've been holding for 4 to 5 months. Very similarly to back here, where we held it for 3 to 4 months before exploding. Are we about to see takeoff up to the $1.6 trillion? And this is where the start of the next alt season really is. Now, alts have had relief since September of 23. A lot of alts have put in highs, and a lot of alts right now are coming in for corrections. And I think they're just catching up with this chart here. I really do. And things have been really rocky, up and down. You know, a lot of people are being shaken out, 70-80% corrections. But the total 3 chart is still holding key support. It's still holding key support. And Bitcoin dominance, another chart that I'll look at another time, really looks like it's starting to top out. I think I've got targets between 58 and 60%, which could occur in the next month or two. And if that does, it could tie up with this explosive breakout up to the 1272 at $1.6 trillion coming into the latter part of this year, going into 2025. It's a high potential. It really is a high potential. Now, equally, if we fail to break out here and we do see altcoins really pull back further and we negate this support level that we're holding, then the next point of contact for me would be this middle regression band on the Gaussian, where we've coiled up. If we lose it and hit our heads, then the middle band of this Gaussian channel would be key support in my eyes. And as this is creeping up, what you'll notice is we do have a previous level of resistance at, where was we? This is at around 425 billion, because you can see here we was caught between a rock and a hard place, eventually broke out, got back above, and put in this impulsive move. If we do start to come back down again from these targets and lose this support, then altcoins potentially have more dips to come, and we could come back to this middle regression band on the Gaussian and equally to this previous resistance and backtest it as support. So that is also a potential, but right now things still look bullish to me. We're literally caught between the 0618 and the 050, holding support. We've got 4 to 5 months above this green top band of the Gaussian channel. Very similarly to what we did here, guys. Okay, just very similarly, we're holding support on the Gaussian channel, and also we might actually be in the same range. So if we look back here from this high to this high, very close. Very close. We was also hovering around the 050 for these few months back from this low, retracing to this high. This was where we held around for a few months before exploding. Fast forward from our local low to our local high, we're hovering around the same area. Okay, guys, the same area. Now, history doesn't repeat, but it sure does rhyme. So for me right now, I'm still macro bullish, even though short term, I think we could still see pullbacks on altcoins back to higher lows from the current lows that they're retracing up from. So not a bad sign. You want to work impulsively and correctively. So what we've done here, where we've lowballed out, we've come up for this impulsive wave. Right now we're just correcting to a key level of support, looking for continuation. Alts have done the same. A lot of alts since September or October of last year have had really nice impulsive moves into coming into March, and since March a lot of them have topped out and just coming back for higher lows. The same as what this chart has done here. Come back for a higher level of support before continuation. Alts come back for a higher level of support before continuation, and this is where we could see that mania up to was it 1.2 trillion or 1.6 trillion? I can't remember. But yeah, guys, that's a quick update for me today on the total 3 chart. Nothing has changed. We are still macro bullish. We are still macro bullish. So just to confirm once more, broke out of descending resistance in previous bear market. Both previous bear markets, we had this descending level of resistance. In this descending level of resistance. Our support level, which confirmed our breakout, was on this middle band of the Gaussian channel. So once this middle band was tapped in previous bear markets, this is where we came out and tackled resistance. In our most recent bear market, we came out and tackled resistance. Once this resistance was tackled, we got back above the top regression band of the Gaussian, held it for a few months. Fast forward, we've got back above the top band of the Gaussian, and we've been holding it for a few months. What came after? Explosion. What comes after? Explosion. Okay, guys, this is really where I see this alt market taking off, and alt season could potentially be around the corner. Not financial advice, guys. I hope you enjoyed the content today from Chart Nerd TA. Take care. Peace out.